Girgensons and Ennis, Buffalo's top line. Erik Karlsson with it, feeds it ahead, and the Senators will get their first change, but that's over a minute shift for the Turris line. Holds a shot, Girgensons, and a nice stop there by Craig Anderson.
100 feet because there's no coverage on that weak side.
Ennis plays it across, Stafford hit at the line, and now gets up, has the puck, has room in front, and a big stop there by Anderson with Molson in the slot. Larson gets it set up, but now Georges. Up ahead, Johan Larsson plays to the right wing. Cody McCormick trying to barge in, and Craig Anderson holds on to that. Now it's MacArthur in the slot. Unable to pull the trigger with Brian Flynn there. Great step up, Karlsson, right in front, and stopped by Enroth. What a stop by Enroth on Bobby Ryan on a setup from Erik Karlsson. Is Pajot, Malik Chiasson over the line. Looking for Pajot behind the net. Phillips moved up, got by him. Pajot's got it, trying to throw it through in front. Oh, Enroth, another big stop, this time off Milan McCulloch. Mark Stone had a pair of goals for Team Canada at the World Junior in a win over Denmark. Turris gathering speed through center. Here's Turris to the attack. His shot is blocked, rebound. Gets the second chance right on net.
Oh, got to find a way if you're the Ottawa Senators to really get a stranglehold on this game.
Good jump first. The last game of the 2014 year, they'll have a 5-day break here. Backhand up for Chiasson. Took a hit, but gets it out. And now McCormick playing in game number 399. Sends it ahead, and here comes Kaleta. That shot, Anderson makes the save. Wasn't sure where the rebound was. Zemgus Girgensson, who leads all vote getters in the All-Star voting. And a turnover, and Ennis with a shot as Cody Ceci coughed it up, and Ennis didn't waste any time getting that away.
That's so unfortunate, Chris, because Borowiecki's been terrific for the Senators. He's kind of that rock type of player, and they're going to miss him long if he's out for any length of time.
There's a chance and a shot by Greiba. Heavy traffic in front of the net. It went high. Out of the corner comes Legwand again, right to the net, pops in front, and Kaleta comes back to clear it away from the front of the net. David Legwand with a good aggressive play, and now Larsson sends it into the glove of Anderson.
Is forced to make another tough save in this period.
Cody Ceci ahead, there's Clark MacArthur. Turris starts the breakout, here he is with the puck. And it's across for Cowan, spins and gets the backhand on goal. Able to recover the puck at center ice. Turris finds it along the red line. He is stopped up. Josh Georges was there. Now Turris with some room again down the right flank. Chips it in behind the net, then MacArthur is after it there.
As he gets more confidence with the puck at the NHL level, but at the junior level, I'm sure that's what the Ottawa Senators want, is him to go back and gain some confidence with the puck.
2-on-1, Hodgson a shot, and Anderson got a piece of that on the feed from Grigorenko. Cowan just got rid of the puck with Matt Molson. After him, Molson lost his stick. Cody Ceci finds the puck and shoots it in on Enroth. Drops it off, takes the return, right in, backhand. Enroth makes the stop. Kyle Turris to the point. It'll be sent across for Karlsson. He has the seam pass in front. What a stop, rebound, scored! Bobby Ryan! And finally, they beat Enroth.
The Senators finally get on the board as it goes through the seam. Now Turris is going to find Bobby Ryan, who's wide open. Nobody gets underneath his stick, and he gets two whacks at it.
That's knocked down by Stafford. Quick centering pass is redirected wide of the net. And Buffalo trying to start quickly here in the second period. Drew Stafford works the wall, now plays it along, and here is Benoit moving up. Andre Benoit backhand, and Anderson stopped that against an old Senator teammate.
With the game within the game, and I'm going to continue to talk about it because that's all he talked about this morning when he had our conversation with myself and Brent Wallace, is just the process of getting better as a team.
Here's Mark Pysyk intercepting, stepping up. Stewart for the rebound. Now it's flipped in. Pysyk in deep, puts it in.
Rebound. Carlson's going to whiff on the puck as he tries the long stretch play up to Hoffman. Pisic's going to throw it towards the net. The rebound's going to come around as Chris Stewart ends up trying to play that rebound. It slides back door as Cody Ceci's underneath Chris Stewart's stick. To think that Coach Teddy Nolan would have come in and light a fire under his group, because they've certainly responded to him.
Here's Stewart back in. Hodgson unable to get a shot through. 4 forwards, 1 defenseman. That is Zadorov at the wheel, being chased there by Chiasson. Played back, and that'll be Tyler Ennis into the zone along with Drew Stafford. The shot, rebound, Molson. Phillips is back on the ice, and the Sabres are 0 for 2. And let's see if that changes the momentum of this second period. Good bump on Mark Stone along the boards. Now Stone whips it, and there's a dangerous shot stopped by Enroth.
Good defensive work by the Senators to collapse to the front of the house, and Buffalo can't get anything to penetrate to the back door. And what happens is
loose in front. Anderson drank the pad, scores. Girgensons on the rebound, and Buffalo has taken the lead.
The play, a little saucer play to land on a stick. Anderson initially with the left pad save, but he can't find it. He doesn't know where the puck is, and that's Matt Molson that's just going to drop it down. Nice little redirection to Cody Ceci. Overshoots the puck. Girgensons stays with.
Molson is checked, and the Senators clear. Now McCulloch speeds after it. Zadorov getting back, and a big hit. Zadorov erasing McCulloch on that attack. And Legwand is out in the box, and a quick shot as I don't think the Sabres saw him coming out. Gave up a chance, and now it's Zibanejad. It knocked off his stick. A quick shot there. Hoffman got it through. Now Zibanejad wires it and just missed. Up the left side, look for Hoffman. And now Hoffman's got it for Ryan. Senators invade the zone. Ryan a shot. Enroth got a piece of that. Zibanejad the rebound. Back up to Carlson. Speed wobble shot. And that one just went wide. Looking to hold the zone. Larson pinned there by a couple of Senators. And finally flipped out. Back in Cullen Greeting. A shot. And that's kicked away by Enroth. And Cowan gets things set up. There's a stretch and a good one to McCulloch. Loose at the line, he'll drop it off. Chiasson's in front, Pajot! Stop, rebound! Oh, how did that stay out? Chiasson had an open corner.
5'10" on a phone book. He's a smaller goaltender than that, but he's done a terrific job standing tall.
Not unlike Herbe.
No, but he doesn't make his own gear like Herbe used to.
Really? Oh. Here's a chance, it's Switman, front scores! Bobby Ryan redirects!
Go D to D. Just a nice little soft chip. Pajot between the legs. Chips it, Hoffman with a little spinorama as he knows he has an option on the back door. But Bobby Ryan again gets inside position on Josh Georges.
Working his way in with another good dash on the backhand. Enroth able to fight that off and make the stop. There goes Hoffman again. Carlson steps up into the slot, shot, scores! Hat-trick goal, Bobby Ryan!
Rush by Mike Hoffman to get the puck possession in the zone, and then Erik Karlsson with a nifty move at the blue line. He's able to put it on a tee for Bobby Ryan as he draws a defender towards him. Flynn unable to get back on the back check, and Ryan with a nice little snapshot.
Erik Karlsson's got a pair of points in the game. Sent it out through center, and onto it was MacArthur. He lost it to Pysyk. Price, it'll be flipped down into the Ottawa zone. Buffalo making changes. We approach 5 minutes of the third period, and away goes Turris with Stone dropping it off. Mark Stone a shot. Kicked away by Enroth. He's on the limp. Hoffman keeps him alive. In deep it goes. Pajot. Ryan went through the crease. It comes out for Ceci. Shooting lane, and Enroth got a piece of that.
Two players jamming away at it, and then it's about shot selection, getting through. They've had too many shots blocked, or they've missed the net.
Here's Wiercauch, some room. Doesn't shoot. That shot's right on, and it'll be stopped by Enroth in the middle of the ice for Turris. Right wing for Stone. Mark Stone slowed up by Weber. MacArthur took a bump and centered. Stone knocked down in front. Here's Chris Phillips throwing it across. Score! Clark MacArthur against his own team, and it's 4-2.
Phillips is going to make a terrific play. Stone misses it. Phillips is going to just wait and throw a little backdoor play, and it actually hits Clark MacArthur in the skates, and he's able to corral it right off the skate and bat it out of the air as it slides short side.
Stewart to the attack, onto his backhand, spins it across. Moving up is Girgensons, trying to pivot away from Ryan. A shot clubbed by Anderson, who has had a quiet third period.
Greg Anderson and him having a chuckle in front of the net.
See if he gets another shot at it. Zibanejad will fire it around and get past Georges. There's a breakaway. Colin Greening knocked down, and is this going to be an automatic goal? It is, and Greening gets his first goal of the year.